Welcome back to Studio Chatter. With all the Valentine's hearts around, did you know that February is Heart Health Month? To give us some ideas on how to take care of our hearts, let's welcome Liz Jensen to the program.
Hello.
Thank you for being here.
For having me.
This is going to be fun to ask you a lot of questions. I think that we are ready to go.
Yep.
So.
Yes. Well, I'm curious to know, you can't really see your heart. So how would you know if you have a healthy heart or not? How would you best know to keep it in check?
Yeah, that is a great question. And I love that we celebrate hearts in February.
Yeah,
that's perfect.
And what a better gift to give, not yourself, but people that you love, is a healthy body. And so with your question, your heart is kind of like your motor. If you were a vehicle, it's like the motor. It's so important. And just like your car, you're going to take care of your motor because it's pretty expensive if you have trouble with your motor. You can't always see it, but you know that it helps it run well. So just like your body, a few indicators would be if you're not at a healthy weight, especially visceral fat around your belly, that's a warning sign that there's a lot of fat around your organs. And that would be like a number one thing you want to make sure you're at a healthy weight. Also, if heart disease runs in your family, that's a red flag. It doesn't mean that you'll get it, but you have a higher chance. So that would be more motivation to stay at that healthy weight. Definitely, if you've had a checkup, that's really important. You'd know if you had high cholesterol, high blood pressure, diabetes. If your insulin is off track, that's more cause for heart disease. So those are a few really common ways to know that that there's a problem. But I think that we should all be concerned with this, even if the doctor hasn't told us. It's something that we can prevent and just watch out for.
A lot of us now wear our Fitbits on our wrist. 10,000 steps a day, right?
I got one,
it's kind of most people's goal. But then there's I just put mine on this morning for the first time in 3 months because it's another thing in my head, I'm trying to keep track of it, it's just more. And you want to reach that 10,000 goal. But for example, this morning I did weights. So I'm only at 3,500 steps, but then I have the guilt in my head that I'm not at 10,000, but I worked out hard this morning. How can we get past that guilt if we're not reaching 10,000 steps every day and it's okay?
Yes, that's great. And you know what? Your heart is a muscle and it does need that exercise, and that's so important. But there's different types of exercise. There's cardio, that's where you're going to get more steps. And so if you took time to lift weights, that's really important. Building muscle, that's really going to help your bones. And so just knowing that maybe you'd have a goal 3 days a week. 10,000 steps, or maybe that's too high for you. If you never hit 10,000 steps and you're always feeling guilty about it, then maybe
I hit it a couple times a week, but I'm I don't want to feel like every day I have to hit it because I switch up my cardio and my weights or do yoga, and I think that that's important,
yes,
right?
I love yoga, yes.
Maybe I'm off.
No, you're so right. And so maybe start with 2 days a week. I'm going to get 10,000 steps, and then the other days 5,000, or whatever's realistic for you. Baby step. We don't have to change everything all at once.
Okay. Thank you.
I was just going to say, before you say, just tell our audience who you are. Because I know you started talking about hearts and stuff. People are like, well, who is she? Why should she be telling me what I should be doing? Just to let everyone know.
Oh, for sure. My name is Liz Jensen, like you said. I'm a certified health coach through Villanova University. It's the Center of Obesity Prevention Education. And our focus as health coaches is, I'm not a specialist in heart, so if you have a heart problem, definitely see your doctor. But our focus is creating healthy lifestyles. Number one, we help people get to a healthy weight. And I've been a health coach for about 7 years, and I just love it. I love seeing those victories on the scale, off the scale, getting off of medications, just being excited to exercise and play with your kids, and making those big changes. But heart health has so much more to do than one thing. It's about healthy lifestyle, exercise you talked about, nutrition, water, sleep, managing your stress. We know heart attacks come from a lot of stress. Eating fiber, healthy fats. There's a lot of things that play a role into that.
Yeah.
That's true.
Definitely, as you just listed all of that.
Isn't that interesting? Because I was thinking that also in the questions going through my head, because you even see people that appear to be thin or healthy sometimes even have very high cholesterol, or even worry about some of my friends sometimes who are on maybe a fad diet. That are maybe intaking a lot of fat and trying to burn it off different ways, but could be maybe hurting their heart by intake. So nutrition and all of those things, like you said, play such different roles, and making sure that we're balancing all of those things correctly.
Yeah.
Yes. And you mentioned fat, and it is kind of a fad to eat a lot of fat right now. And the thing is, you want to make sure it's healthy fats that you're sticking with, like nuts and healthy, especially plant-based proteins, and getting your fats from healthy oils. That's really important. And your fat intake should be about 25 to 35% of your diet. Is a healthy range in fat.
And that's not in chocolate, correct?
Oh, darn it.
And not a big steak every day either.
No, if you can get plant protein, that's even better. But
So give us some examples of plant protein.
Oh, like soy protein can be great. Beans, even spinach has a lot of protein in it. So eating your vegetables, fiber, making sure you're getting your fiber from fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds.
So that's
great
the new
too.
way of health, isn't it? Isn't that interesting? But hey, anyway, that's really interesting. As opposed to eating more meat, it's more on the plant-based way of living.
Yeah, a variety. You can have meat, but just making sure that you get a good variety.
Sparingly.
Yes, sparingly.
What about
exactly.
water? Is there kind of an average that most adults should take in every day?
You need half your body weight in ounces of water. I like to shoot for 100 ounces just because it helps me not feel hungry, it helps with the cravings, it just, helps detox. There's so many benefits. But if I would give one benefit to water, first thing in the morning, if you could have a big glass of water, that gets you off to a great start. Get your organs kind of going, and it flushes out those toxins from the night that your body has
I've
broken
noticed
down.
I have a water bottle next to my kids' bed, and they wake up, and I've noticed they've started
That's great.
drinking.
Oh, that's cool. That's good.
That's the first thing they take, and
a
I was
great
like,
habit.
"Oh, what a great thing! Yeah,
What a good mom you are.
When I was at the gym a year or two ago, it was New Year, January, and I asked the guy there at the counter, I said, if there's one thing you need to tell me today about eating, like what would it be? And he sat and thought, and he's like, increase your eggs. Like that was just one thing. I know it's awkward. But if you had one thing to share with our viewers, like to make a change, what would it be?
You know what? I usually, if you're just wanting to get started and you don't know where to start, I would say water is a great thing to start with because it's easy. Even if you're not going to focus yet on perfect nutrition, that's something that you can start with is getting your water. Having a big glass in the morning. I like to chug my water, but maybe you take your water bottle with you. But there's so many benefits
What about
to water.
herbal teas?
Yeah, herbal teas
Because I
are
hate
great.
cold, in the morning. I still like my
That's a
little
great
herbal
thing.
tea.
Yeah, just watch out
Because
how
it's
much
still
sugar you
water.
put.
Yeah, or
Or none. I don't put any. But lemon water especially. That's great in the morning.
And I think they can be great heart benefits as well.
Yes.
You certainly can't hurt your heart with water.
No, right.
So remind us, 30 minutes a day, every day is kind of the national goal.
For
like
exercise?
to work out,
or-
yeah.
You know what? I don't want to throw out a number
Okay.
because it's all about where you're starting from. So just do a little bit more than you did the day before, and just be more conscious to park farther from the store or take the stairs. Like find those ways that you can be active, and maybe just set a goal 2 or 3 times a day. I'll start exercising, and then once you master that, then increase it. Sometimes if you set those high goals, then you give up. If you have that guilt, like you said.
Yeah.
Right.
If I just have to reach my 10,000 steps 2 to 3 times a week, then I'm thinking, why even wear my darn Fitbit?
It's about baby steps.
Oh, this is awesome. Thank you.
so
How can
much.
people get a hold of you, though? Because you work online and remotely.
I help
so-
people all over, just online and over the phone. They can email me at liz@coachme2 with the number 2 health.com.
Oh, I like that.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Liz.
Thank you.
Coming up next, the Winter Olympics are going strong. Don't you just want to go skating? Stay with us.